Alright, here we go. Like it or not, I'm playing tank again. Decided to reset the save just because we were playing like trash yesterday because I was so upset about losing. So hopefully we'll be able to get through level 4 and 5 without playing so poorly. Alright, I think we're still playing Undead Human. You reckon I can tell how this plays out? Dude, don't even look at the replay of last stream. Freaking real. Alright, well. If we pick cleric, do we get a different weapon? Probably a mace. Probably does the same damage though. So to be fair, this build can be fun in a 4-man party if you're playing it correctly. It was in my first honor run party and I really did enjoy it. It's just this is just the worst class to play solo. I mean, you can do worse, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Probably need to go wits. I don't know. Let's go strength for now. And then warfare polymorph. Thievery. Fun is a yes, it is a strong word, I know. You know, there's the option of just playing Feign. But, nah. So you liked it so much? No, we just reset this build. Well, Doctor, it's because we died. That's why we're on a new stream. We did start this run yesterday, but, I don't know. I just played it so poorly, I don't want to actually play through that. So let's just reset and get some good, early game in. We got slapped by a woodling at the Black Pits in a fight I did not want to do. I should have just reloaded when the fight started. I was trying to get Gwydion to leave, and then he didn't want to, unfortunately. So the plan is to get through this, survive this run, so we can move on to a guide run, which will be exceptionally fun. The tactical I give up. Oh man. Okay, to be fair, Rogue is like not the strongest class you can play solo, but it sure as heck is fun and it does the job. That's for sure. I died, but your tank was so much. Alright, funny joke. Man, I need to go back and clip us dying in the lizard run because that makes me sad. That way I can add it to the follower notifications. 10 times faster, yep. Yeah, that was my first solo run, was a rogue, and it was definitely fun. The channel, the clip of me killing the final boss in like 2 turns is on there with the rogue. It sure as heck is fun. The problem with rogue is it's not as good as knight, and then, at least for me, when if I have a rogue in my party, I probably have a ranger too. Like I have not had a single physical party without a ranger in it, so I usually just prioritize the ranger's gear because they do more damage, and then my rogue gets left in the dust. So they're already a little bit weaker, and then I don't give them gear that they need. So they struggle unless I'm playing solo. So with solo, you can prioritize the gear, which is nice. Next run for 50k damage. I mean, I'll put another sub goal up eventually. Once we get through everything that we have right now. We have a lot on the list right now. Yeah, guaranteed crit become irrelevant. Oh, I missed with the knockdown. That's a shame. Dear God. What's this trash? Dies to sheep. Alright. Let's play this this time with more care and thought and less frustration. The goal in Act 2 is to kill some really high level fights while we're really low level. So we can power level up really fast and make the low level fights easier. Because if we get a group of corpses up, like we can beat high level fights pretty easily.
Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of... There you are. In the meantime, you'll find him on the... Good God. There's...
Alright, this time we're probably going to take 5-star Diner at level 3. Get a busted shield. What shield is busted at level... We got lucky on the Lizard run because a chest up north gave us a level 15 shield. Level 14 shield. I don't think there's any guaranteed unique shields in Act 2 at all. So we don't have the guarantee of a good shield. I mean, we could save scum a chest, but I don't think you can save scum a chest, actually. So there's no way to guarantee that we get a good shield in Act 2, which is unfortunate. I mean, I just want to avoid playing Fane on solo runs.
You got this
13 in the Black Pits. Where? Who drops the shield? Does someone sell it? Does that lady sell it? That's the entrance to the cave? Because I really don't know what that is. Oh. But I don't know if there's a way I can get into it without doing any fights. Really? It's level 13? It's not high enough.
Your Majesty, turnips and water are all I was given.
It's better than nothing, but it's still not high enough level.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on
No, we reset just because I was frustrated with how the game was. Like, I was just really frustrated when I was playing yesterday.
Well,
So I'd rather get some good gameplay for the early levels of this class. Because I was just jerking around last night. Because I was mad. Use Root of Passage. Oh yeah, and I can ignore the Magisters. You right. Oh, you can see how I get the Deathlock arrows? True. True that.
Behind the Magister.
Alright, I am tempted to use invisibility in Act 1 at least, but I think I still want to try to avoid it. Because that would make Act 1 so much easier.
A young Magister stands pale and silent.
Because part of the reason we could get away with no invisibility on the Lizard run because we had higher damage output. And we have basically none right now. Oh, don't get rid of that. That's too much money. Oh, that's worth all the money. $14-1 from the Livewood sheet tree. If you get the Swords Point from the Advocate.
now where did I leave my
Oh.
tools?
That's true, nice. I like
Ugly
that.
sight,
We do that.
isn't it?
I mean, the question is, do those shields have relevant stats on them, or are they just big armor stats? I mean, big armor stats is fine, because we can get the MROC the moment we get to Act 2, and then we can also get whatever one of those shields is good. And then start nuking with reactive armor. But really, the main strat for nuking with the armor is just yeah, it's a good strat, that's true. Big armor with a slot. I mean, a slot's fine. Because slot, you can do a physical rune. Oops. Don't mind me. I'm just hitting a kid. They don't always go first. The reason they went first is because I put no points in wits. If I put a point in wits, I would have gone first. Like, I was considering putting points in wits, so I'd go first. Because we're so AP starved on this build, we don't want to have to cast Peace of Mind at all. Oh no, I'm having a heart attack. Imagine if you hurt a kid, you just lose the game. I would have just lost the game right there. I had corona. Hits himself with a fireball? Come on, Fang, don't kill yourself. Let me see how that pull's going. Oh, did someone clip the lizard clip the final boss? I mean, not the final boss, the death. Oh no, you clipped the child hit. Wow. Funny. Wow, more people picked fun than suffering, and here we are playing Queen of Suffering. It's okay, next run will be fun, with basically no suffering. You also clip the death, it's on the Discord. Oh boy. Makes me sad. Yes, Fane. Hit them. Oh, come on. I thought he'd attack them, but he didn't. What a shame. Welcome back, Kaz.
Bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Word are most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it.
No, not
Her hand.
the dice.
Dallas knocks you back in the middle of your turn, makes you lose 2 turns if you're near her. He kills you. You can't learn it.
The Magister lies.
What's up, Marcus? Thank you. I will definitely need that luck. Severely. Alright, so when we hit the fort, we need to hit level 4 before we fight the Crocs. Otherwise, we're going to have a hella trouble. Level 3 is just not going to happen with the Crocs. And then we also have to get the teleport gloves before we leave the fort. So we have to kill Dallas. Or Alexander, really. All the money. Same, but whatever. Captain the Griff? That's a ways away. Naren, I could do Naren. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put stuff in the inventory. I can't remember if it reduces the carry weight or not, but it does work. Rip armor. I know, it literally is the hardest part on the boat. It would work. That's what happened. This DPS is so insane. There we go. I mean, you could, because there's mass sabotage, so you could put just something on every single enemy.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn, that doesn't feel well. Onwards and upwards.
We're playing on honor mode.
Thank God.
He eyed
Another song like you. You're.
Looks like Tactician, it's the same. It's the same other than Iron Man. Oh, nice. You got up and took a turn. Amazing. Alright, time for some death fog. Same.
Oh, damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull.
Wait, that's illegal? Yeah.
But it does the...
Something's breaking through. What the hell are those things?
That fire is gonna be annoying. If only I had telekinesis. You know, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Can't I just use the barrels on the crocs? I have 3 of them. Can I, oh, I can do that, can I? Listen, Doctor, it's because I'm not smart, okay? Like, despite how much I've played this game, I haven't really messing with items like this very often. Like, this is the first run we've used Deathfog barrels on. Listen, I may be a pro gamer. I'm not a pro barrelmancer. Oh, that's why I can't do that. They weigh too much. Can I do 2? No. Yeah, so they weigh too much. So it makes the barrel weigh too much. I mean, to be fair, a barrelmancer would take like 1 stream.
I need to get off this ship.
Don't miss. Fight and her pets were gone. Reset the fight. Oh, you mean like you killed Dallas, left, and then came back? Yeah, they usually walk away. Yes, they probably left and went to the boat. So you can still kill them. Just not till later. miss. What the fudge? Oh man. Yes, it is. No, just for a Huntsman too. Huntsman is good on non-characters. But yeah, Rune Slot and Huntsman. I mean, second skin is like the best Necromancer gloves until you hit Act 4. Just because of Huntsman. Not even the Rune Slot, just the Huntsman. And of course Rune Slot becomes really, really good at level 16. Yeah, Huntsman is good for any ranged class. Like, the only reason we weren't using second skin on the Blizzard run is because we weren't using invisibility, so we needed gloves with full armor. Otherwise, second skin is the best. We would have used it on that run too. Okay, we need to get our Death Fog over here. No, yeah, we're still playing the reactive armor. Just reset because I didn't like how yesterday went. You wish. There is no God. Went from thank God to there is no God. Oh my God. That's funny. Alright, that's as far as we need to move him. A cat defeated God. Oh my gosh.
Void woken.
They who are about to triumph.
Yeah, that's part of why we're grabbing it. She's immune, but Alexander isn't, and when you kill Alexander, she'll be.
I've faced worse.
Yeah, he never permanently dies until Act 3.
Telling when there might be more. We need to move.
They smell even worse dead than alive.
We make a pretty good team.
Let's not tarry. This old tub is about to burst.
We need to wait.
There's no time.
So we could use Death Fog on the Crocs. You let me carry on these heavy barrels? Yeah, exactly.
Voidwoken made short bloody
Stratus,
work of the
there
ship.
is a reason there are
Am I the lone survivor?
quotation marks around the word tank in the title.
It seems
And that is
someone,
because saying that you're going to play a
something
tank is an absolute
wanted
joke.
me alive.
How much damage did I die to? I died to like 700 damage hit, right? At like level 13. And how much? We had like 1,000 armor when we drunk like max level armor potions with 5-star diner that made them double the size. And we still got 1 turn killed. So I mean, yeah, so playing a tank is kind of irrelevant. And now here's something I want everyone to consider. Some people are like, oh yeah, you should play Retribution. And I know most of you guys are memeing. But some people actually think Retribution works, and there's a circumstance where Retribution does work, and it's when you're playing a party of 4 characters, all with max Retribution. That's basically the only way to play Retribution. The reason Retribution is so pathetically bad is that, first off, you have to hit level 20 in Retribution to reflect all the damage back, right? So that's insane, okay? Second off, think of it this way. The amount of damage you have to reflect is equal to the amount of health all the enemies in the fight have together. That's how much damage you have to take, assuming you had 20 Retribution. And guess what? In Tactician, enemies have more health than you do, usually. So multiply that times how many enemies are in the fight, and that's how much damage you have to sustain to kill them all. Usually? Okay, sorry, always. My bad. What, Reinhard? But what?
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn.
Yeah, and then you're on the ground, knocked down.
I know you.
Yeah, if you're living on the edge, you reflect everything. But honestly, it doesn't really quite matter. I don't really have any mods that I use typically. Crit? Shame.
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder which order.
This That's a lot of damage.
Zoker Skull, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. You know the unfortunate part about using
That's a lot of damage!
XC, thank you for the follow as well. The unfortunate part is that we lose the cat. And the cat is actually very, very useful for setting up Death Wish.
What's this? I found something.
Yeah, we actually could. Good thought. Yeah, we died on the lizard run. We'll get back to it eventually. Right now, we're trying to move through all the runs we have lined up so we can get to the guided run. So I want to do that guided run as soon after the Baldur's Gate gameplay reveal as possible. Because when that happens, people will probably regain interest in this game. So it'll be an opportune time to make a guide for everyone. Black Pits. I think someone clipped it. I don't know if anyone can post it. Why is Restream just spamming those dumb award messages? Alright, Restream, you can chill it, bro. Oh, he posted it. Lizard Wizard, end of run. Balance pits, yes. Yeah, so we can teleport the cat. That's a good thought.
Where is he?
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Fire her. She ain't coming back. Come on then, Lexi. Lay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
You need that many rocks?
Risk it.
That's lame.
Your grift teaches you to believe.
No, we just reset because I wasn't happy with how it was going yesterday.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Take it out by out back like Old Yeller. Oh my gosh.
This is
And just low by the
oh, there is a safe.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll get back to it, don't worry. And I think Lizard Wizard will actually be on the guide comp anyway, so we can play him again soon. So I think a hybrid comp would be more useful as a guide, so we'll be playing with a couple mages in the party. No, just two mages. Don't get any ideas. And we're gonna name them some memes. Like we're gonna have one of each race. We'd have a human, an elf, a beast, not beast, a dwarf, and a lizard. Just so we weren't playing like freaking 4 elves. And it was either the option was either playing we could play origin characters and recruit like a normal player would, or we could play with 4 custom characters. That way we can show builds off from the beginning of the game, and also have some meme names. Like we can just have the beast, the dwarf be Ada Laird, and then have the human be Dallas the Axe. Just have them all be memes. I could watch you playing this game 24 hours. I love these D&D games a lot. They're very fun. A beast, yeah, I know. When I think dwarf, I just think beast. Maybe you want to play again? Work on fish bones. Oh my goodness. Here comes Iffin with that mad lad damage. Holy crap. Alright. Nabora. Cross my fingers. Give me Pyro or Geo.
Amidst a crowd of screws,
First try.
bolts, and
Yes,
straps of
sir.
metal,
First
the
try.
woman is manipulating a
Look at that.
glove-like
This run's even giving us
contraption
more
fitted with 5 long
mercy
metal
than yesterday.
skewers. She doesn't
Look
look
at that.
up as you approach.
Come on, work. Yes. Should everyone, because I always restart to get the best possible run. Fair. I mean, if you're gonna try builds, like to play with them, just play 4-man with 4 different classes. Unless you're specifically wanting to play solo.
What'd you ask?
I did not want to eat that. I just wanted to sell it. Accidentally dying by shift clicking on a potion. Okay, how do you make a makeshift shield? Das to shield. Makeshift shield. Armor recipes. Makeshift shield. Where is it? Can you not craft one? Hello? Oh, handmade shield. Metal scraps, wood chips. Well, I know where I can find some metal scraps. I also know where I can find wood chips. No,
Amidst
you're my
a crowd
friend.
of
Why would
screws,
you
bolts, and
get
straps
mad
of
at me
metal,
for stealing that?
The woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Double digits minute throws it back. You're not wrong. Alright, metal scraps. And then what else was there? Wood chips? Does she not have wood chips? Really? Okay, I need a dagger back. Unfortunately.
What'd you ask?
Combine this with this. Let's avoid crafting a shield until next level.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Please. Leave him be. Listen, shut this clown. Supply. All's I want.
I mean, we'll get a power spike at level 9, but yeah, it just gets progressively worse.
Is that thing
Like, I'm still confused how we're gonna deal with some fights.
The creature here.
Like, we don't have enough alpha strike damage.
A little query.
The creature. The creature.
Like, sure, bouncing shield will hit hard and stuff like that, but bouncing shield hits 2 people, and then tentacle lash hits 1 person. So, like, all the AoE nuking we've been doing with the mage, we can't do with this build. We have to always use a shield, and we're going to try to avoid using invisibility. And really, we're just gonna try to stick with the strength build. I might, honestly, if it just becomes impossible to hit into Act 3 and stuff, we'll probably dip into Corpse Explosion and Grasp of the Starved while still using a shield and a sword. Yeah, so we're going full warfare. Dagger, it's just there's not really a reason to do that. We lose Tentacle Lash, and our damage actually gets lower. Take 2.0, yeah, basically. What do you think you're up to? I need a sparkler card. What in the world? Can you rob him, please? Thank you. It's like the worst non-meme build. I don't know why it got popular with Definitive Edition. No one was doing it before Definitive Edition, and then everybody started doing it. I was really confused why.
This looks like the crate I'm after. But where are the contents?
Because it works okay, it's just not like amazing or anything. It's really low damage. People like Shield Up. Shield Up is trash.
And you smell orange. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more. I need to Drudene. It may be before I adjust it. So you see, I cannot give back the Drudene. Not only for myself, but for all of us. I aim to...
Suffering plus 15. If only that worked. Oh, why is suffering at 0? I thought it still said yes. Too bad it doesn't work yet. I wish I could. I need to figure out how to set that up. It's just really complicated to get that to work. Like, it involves like programming a bot to do that for me. Suffering definitive? Yes. Definitively?
Here you are. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. I understand. We can see the things we lose. It is nothing.
Nah, there's a specific way to do that dialogue. I almost forgot how to do it, but we did it right, thankfully. Nah, you have to do the right dialogues. Sees every time. My goodness.
She's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Okay, give him back the oranges. Martyr.
Glances from Grift. Looks like everything's accounted for. Had to keep.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Died for your entertainment. I mean, that's basically what I do on here, right?
It is done.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think this time I could go 5-star diner. And if I do 5-star diner, that makes my I can get the dodge potions, and that could be a lifesaver, right? Because that's 100% dodge for 2 turns. However, if I take Hothead, that ensures that I hit all the time. And crits aren't actually that bad because we already have 5%, and it goes up by 3 times. I don't know. I think we do 5-star diner. Yeah. We need to go hunt down some essences. Bigger and better. Okay, really? You know what? I don't want to hear it. The amount of turns does not. The potency of the abilities it has goes up. Okay, so we need to acquire Earth Essence and Water Essence as much as possible. Ambidex. Oh my goodness. The amount of turns going up would be insane. Imagine 100% dodge for 4
Amidst a
turns.
crowd of screws, bolts,
Freaking
and scraps of
nuts.
metal, the woman is
Of course, I forgot to save. I think we can deal with that. We don't need this. Forgot to save right over before I opened her inventory. That's a shame. We'll just get Geo off of her off the
Amidst a
request reward in
crowd
the
of
cave.
Screws, bolts, and scraps of metal,
Hydra's not
the
terrible.
woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption
We'll go ahead and
fitted
take
with
it.
5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Lone Wolf is sorry, the LW is Lone Wolf, so we're not using Lone Wolf on this run. Loser Warrior. I mean, that's basically what this class is.
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Want to go back to this game? Dang. The weakest non-meme, strongest meme build.
Didn't I?
Yes, this is not a meme build,
Don't disturb
and a
me
strong
again,
like
unless
Barrel
you've
Lancer
seen
is definitely
me
stronger
go.
than this. And Summoner is better than this. Honestly, I'd rather play Summoner almost than this. It'll have its fun moments, but
You have seen, and you.
She inspects the ring.
This can't be.
Pipe down.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you
I can't kill them yet. They're still too strong. Alright, let's go get a Geo piece of gear. Let's check, what's her face? This lady.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Wasn't even counting Barrel Lancer? Yeah.
Hey,
A piece of
you're a
gear.
little light in your pack, ain't you, girl?
Oh boy, sneaking,
Who'd
guys.
blame you with the garbage they got for sale
Can you
round
believe
here?
that? I can sneak? We're gonna avoid using invisibility on this run.
Why don't you take a...
Griff and his lads won't know what it's on.
Straight up man mode. What the heck?
A little reprieve from the din outside.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Yeah, basically. That's I mean, that's honestly just what I'm saying right now, is that, like, until I just say F it and, like, equip invisibility. Oh, man. Can't buy that sword yet, that's fine. But Mr. Streamer, you said you wouldn't.
Thank you for your help with that. Wait, I am. Thank you.
Whenever I get a comment on, like, YouTube about LOL pressing F8 and stuff like that, like, I hope you guys realize, like, yes, I think I'm pretty good at this game, but I'm not like this challenge runner exactly. Like, sure, this is a challenge run, but I'm not playing this with the expectation of, like, oh, look, like, this is a one for the record book, you know what I mean? Pillow, I can get a feather. I usually forget, but I can stab it for a feather and then make a teleport potion. Not teleport potion, teleport scroll. Good God, it's been a long day. Is there a suffering threshold? 100%.
She's
I do not. I know I trust them well.
Yeah, like, and I'll be honest with you, like, the reason you see me press F8 all the time is because I literally just don't have time for that. Yes, we're playing honor mode, I get it, you know. that definitely taints it a little bit, for sure. But I literally don't have the time for it. Like that's why I get frustrated, like with that lizard run and losing that, because that's just so much time, like just down the drain, for no good reason. You're the king of what if runs. Oh, I die? Yeah. What if I try to have fun? Oh, I die? Okay, press F8. Yeah, I mean, like the guide run we're gonna do, we're gonna definitely play with Tactician, just because I need. Oh, the guide run, I'm gonna be making a save at every level and every fight, and every like event, for the sake of making extra videos later on YouTube. That'll be nice. That way I can also reload them and have more fun redoing fights and stuff like that with a good team.
Good madam. You've after he but Brackers would have I thought hit it.
The shrine depicts you.
What's up, LMJ? How's it going? Build trust. We know that you're not editing out the F8s. And if you manage to make a run without reloading, it would be Pog. Yeah, it would be Pog. Yeah, we'll eventually we'll do it. I mean, freaking just play Necro. All right, nice. Eventually we'll just play solo Necro, and that'll be easy. No reloads. Can't do that fight right now.
Muffled sounds.
Meta Necro strats. That'll happen eventually. Man, I can't believe the stream crashed last night before we fought the final boss at level, like with the final boss at 7 levels above us. That would have been great. It's really weird, like when my computer crashes, it's really progressive. Like first, like skills will stop working in game, then I can't click anything in the game, and then the chat freezes, and then my streaming program freezes. It's like I don't even realize my computer's crashed till like 3 minutes later. We could dip into summoning. I think that also ruins the run a little bit. Summoning would be helpful.
I'll stab you right in the eye.
Totems only? Eh. Well, you don't need Death Wish over most anything. Like Necro is the last class that needs Death Wish because it does so much damage. Okay, but you want it? Oh my gosh. That's most times when I cast Death Wish, that's what it is I just want it.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after.
Everything there? Good.
Worse than war rations, these.
I'm hoping so. It'd probably be quite a while. Because Lorien is being smart and realizing that if they just quickly rush to make the next one because DOS 2 did so well, then it'll fail immediately.
What a shame. All you need's a strong constitution and the gods will take care of the rest.
Our healer's walk is never done. Well, that's everyone's dead, of course.
Take a large order of suffering. The side order of more suffering? Yes. You understand. I don't think this is Crippling Blow's worth it. Yeah. Baldur's Gate and Fallen Heroes. I'm afraid they just canceled Fallen Heroes. That's my fear.
Medicine. What a shame. All you need's a strong constitution and the gods will take care of the rest.
Okay, and then we can do Bullhorns instead of Crippling Blow. $2025-ish. Alright, goal is level 4 before crocodiles. I don't know if I can even kill these guys. We're gonna try. Yeah, I mean, that would be a strat. Missed the chicken. I think this one has silencing stare, which is annoying. Chicken stance dodge. Titanfall 2, am I a gamer now, Dad? Oh man, this should hit him. There we go. Oh boy, the insane DPS. Three AP to get up. What? True gamer. I swear. Another fire spell? Really? This insane boss fight, guys. Keep the bleed on him, I guess.
What is this? Some sort of magic?
Let's go check these items, shall we? I bet you they're level 4, and I need Constitution for them. That's unfortunate.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is
Batuan, what's up, man?
manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5
Tank
long
Tin
metal
Con.
skewers.
There we go.
She doesn't look up as you approach.
What? 4 crit on the gloves with telekinesis? Okay, alright.
And what you after?
I know, level 4 gloves? Excuse me? Imagine if strength gear required you to stack con instead of strength. That'd be a joy, wouldn't it? Smellokinesis. Alright, we need to decide what other 2 fights we need to use the Death Fog on. You saw me streaming? Well, welcome to stream. Probably not worth it. Yeah, certainly not worth it. Is he immune to Death Fog? I mean, Beyond Ninja, that's actually a really good point. That'd actually be really good to do early. That's 10% crit on that weapon. Oof. Now I'm tempted. You could vote for easy fights. Well, yeah, of course you would. Yeah, Slain, for sure. We'll do him as soon as we're able to get over there.
That's a lot of damage.
Shad, you know, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The bear cub. Crocs, Dallas, and Slain. We might be able to avoid Crocs if we get enough levels here. I have Death Fog, yeah. I have 3 barrels of Death Fog right now. On the next 2 Silent Monks. Yeah, we have 3 barrels of Death Fog. Dude. Our crit chance. What do we need it for Act 2 though? I mean, Crocs, if you were here yesterday, Crocs was a pain in the ass. I mean, Reichman, maybe. Yeah, we'll try to save one. So, Slain and Dallas. I mean, it's possible we can kill the Slain normally. Yeah, we're restarted just because I didn't like how yesterday went, just to give us better gameplay for the early game. No, it's already going way better because I actually am like sort of focused instead of just super annoyed from losing a run. I mean, can't we just get Death Fog in Act 2 by teleporting it from the lake of Death Fog? So we don't even need it. Is Slain immune? I mean, we can probably kill Slain normally, honestly. Yeah, so Act 2 we're fine. We don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll try to save it. What the fog? Alright, Armor Frost in case they have a Bone Magic spell. We glitched through the door. That's how. Place a barrel right behind you and then walk to the door. You can probably look at it in the stream if you like load the stream earlier. Yeah, but we just move the barrels manually instead of picking them up. He can be? Okay. We can try killing him normally because if we get a bunch of armor potions, like stone skin potions, we can probably tank him out. Yeah, that's a good question. You probably can on console. What's up, Gator? Welcome back. Ooh, Redeka is a good point. Well, there's a bunch of zombies in that fight. But yeah, you could kill Redecco with that. Not with this comp. No. Yeah, Slain Sword. I mean, we get negative accuracy, but there are still there's still benefits to it. Nice. Yeah, I know, right? And they're too tough right now. They have 135 armor for one of them. That's insane. Please don't miss. Microbills, and they usually go for int and warfare max, so you do the same. That is the only option. Intelligence and warfare is the highest damage output combination you can do on a necro. Oh yes, the crits. We could be in trouble here. Ran out of CC. Using a fortify scroll on this freaking piece of crap. How much damage is she hitting us for normally? 26. Okay. I think we're okay. Finesse Necro, dear God, with no crits. Yes, use it on yourself, not on me. Perfect. Okay, silence. It's not good. Okay, we're not silenced. Nice. Perfect. Thank God. I was actually slightly worrying there for a second. Air Essence, I know, right? So meta. Animation sometimes bugs when where you land. It places you some steps ahead to where you aimed. Yeah, it's annoying. So warfare spells do physical damage. So the thing you need to understand about these skills down here is it doesn't matter what skill you're casting. What matters is the kind of damage that spell does. So every single warfare spell, every single necro spell does physical damage, and warfare buffs physical damage multiplicatively. So warfare is the largest damage buff to necromancer spells. You only need as much necromancer as you need to learn those skills, and then the rest of your points can go into warfare, and then whatever crit stat or huntsman that you want. Don't go over there. Yeah, it's if you read them, it says specifically physical attacks. Well, yeah, I guess physical attacks, but air attacks. So basically, just anything that does that type of damage. So, like Warfare buffs Bull Rush, it buffs Tentacle Lash, anything that has a gray number on it. It buffs. Oh yeah, I can do that in a second here. Oh. He has Fortify? Screw you. Bro. Okay, this is bad. $13. Yeah, 100% suffering. You're not incorrect. That's for sure. Alright, so quick overview, I guess. So the unfortunate part about this build is that we don't get our power spike until Act 2. Especially since shields just don't scale well enough for bouncing shield in Act 1. You don't get enough like warfare, and then the shield armor numbers don't get high enough until like Act 2 to for them to start doing relevant damage. Bouncing shield actually will get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger the higher level we get. Because here's something that this is part of why armor is so important to level up gear for, and that was why it's so important every level to level up gear. So whenever you level up, the stats of your damage output, your character's vitality, all of that goes up by about roughly 20%. Now the thing about armor stats on gear is that when the game calculates how much armor a piece of gear has at each level, it also factors in an assumed amount of constitution you'd have. So basically, so let's say at level 10, the game assumes that you have 10 constitution as far as it does for calculating armor. So it would calculate the normal amount of armor a piece of gear at level 10 should have, and then it'd apply plus 70% armor to that piece of gear. So armor scales exponentially, even more than vitality and damage do. So armor numbers on gear gets insanely much higher at later levels. So that's part of why bouncing shield is going to be so insane late game, and it's kind of trash early game, is because the relative amount of armor we have on our shield at level 1 is way lower than it is at level 20. Not just the actual number itself, but the relative power of it. I know that's hard to understand, but like basically the power level of our bouncing shield is so trash at level 1. Same thing goes for Tentacle Lash. Tentacle Lash is a spell. It doesn't scale with any weapons, and spells in particular get insane the higher level you are. So yeah, so these two spells, our power level actually gets way better the higher level we are. And we can nuke with these spells. Like, the thing is, like, we just can't nuke. We can't AoE nuke. That's the problem with this build. We can definitely nuke late game. Like, we can do shit tons of damage. Like, insane damage. But we just can't AoE nuke. So that'll be the problem. That's why we might, like, dip into Grasp of the Starved or Quick Explosion. So, really in Act 1, it's just surviving. That's basically what this build entails. It's surviving. Trying to get as much armor as possible. Trying not to have to cheese too many things. When Act 2 hits, a strat we will start employing is we will immediately go to Blood Moon Island because the dwarf on Blood Moon Island sells a level 15 chess piece, which means, and guess what? There's no downsides on your character like you have for weapons for wearing armor that are overleveled. Like if you use a sword that's overleveled, you get massive negative accuracy. However, if you use a piece of armor that's massively overleveled, there's no downside whatsoever other than having an insane amount of armor. So we should be able to get to like 400, 500 armor at like level 10 when we hit Act 2. And then also there are a few high-level shields we can go for in Act 2 as well that people already mentioned in chat earlier. There's a couple uniques. There's one in Black Pits, and then I can't remember. Someone just said there was another one somewhere else. Yeah, so there's a few unique items we'll be going for as soon as we hit level at Act 2, so we get insane armor. Also at level 9, this build gets access to reactive armor. Reactive armor does damage based on how much physical armor you have to enemies in AoE around you, as well as to yourself. Now, here's the gimmick with the fact that reactive armor does damage to ourselves, is that we can use Shackles of Pain to basically double the damage on someone. So, the AoE of reactive armor, let's see, I want to demonstrate. So reactive armor only hits about maybe like a 2.5 meter range. So we can, yeah, where all the stuff is, yeah. Game knowledge is just as important as skill in this game. Yeah, we can also kill Alice at level 9 with souls. We can't use soulmate, unfortunately. So reactive armor doesn't have much range. So let's say this is an enemy. Let's say this is a living enemy. I cast reactive armor. Reactive armor damages myself and him. I can also use Shackles of Pain, which means the damage I take on myself with reactive armor also hits him again. So we can double damage someone with reactive armor, which is very nice. So reactive armor is something we'll get as well. We can also use Bone Cage to massively overbuff reactive armor. So we will probably spend a little bit of time setting up an area on the map in Act 2 where there's a crap ton of corpses, just so we can use our teleporter pyramids to go there, get a massive buff with reactive armor, not reactive armor, with Bone Cage, and then teleport into a fight. And then start with, like, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000 armor, and then just nuke everything. So yeah, there will be some memes involved with this build, but that's okay. The skill. With this build, you kind of have to get that good damage output. Didn't expect a super thorough explanation. Yeah. But yeah, that's why Bouncing Shield gets so insane late game. Like, that's why if you play a tank... Let's say like a lot of new players, like when they're playing a team, they'll have like a fighter on their team with like a shield, and they'll get late game and they're like, whoa, Bouncing Shield's so good. And it's just because of how armor scales. It's not because like Bouncing Shield itself is anything amazing. Is 100% necessary? Oh my god.
Wait, before you've helped, it isn't. What's happened?
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these guys are too leveled up. Let's go fight the first slug in here. We have armor of frost, so it should be fine. Also, there's a chest down here too. We can go get do the turtles as well soon. We haven't done them yet.
Aglow with flames and glisten.
We just build videos and we'll just do a 4-man campaign with real players. Like real characters. Yeah. The next run is going to be a guide run. And when I say guide run, I don't mean like, oh, here's how you do this quest. It'll be specifically like, here's how you should play the game. Which I think is infinitely more useful because there's plenty of like playthrough guides out there. Because if I just make a build video, I'm like, oh yeah, put all your points in strength. And then, oh yeah, put all your points over here. Like, it's not going to tell you anything. Oh, use this piece of armor. Like, that doesn't really tell you anything. Because what I want to do is make people able to understand the game on their own and then know what to do. Without, like, just taking a quick cookie cutter builds. Like, Sentis are good. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's useful. Like, having a build like that, build guide video like that is useful. But when I do a walkthrough, I'm going to be explaining, like, how you should be building your characters in terms of, like, here's why you put your points in warfare. Here's why these skills are good. That way, if I explain, like... So, like, since I just explained that armor thing, you can now understand better why upgrading armor is important if you worry about armor, and also why just ignoring armor and going for raw stats for damage is also a strategy. So, by explaining things, you can make your own assumptions about certain game mechanics, which is very useful, I think. Yeah, game mechanics deep dive. That's what I do on here, honestly. Would like to do more of. And honestly, like, for those of you who have been here for, like, honestly, I haven't really done a meta class in a long time, so you guys haven't really seen a good demonstration of, like, a damage class. But for those of you who watched part of the Wizard run, you can already see the difference in power level between that class and this class. This class is actually having more trouble surviving than the Lizard, just because it does less damage. Like, sure, I have a good amount of armor, but it's dying faster. Yeah, so, like, explaining why is important. Like, kind of like just how I explained how warfare is super important. Also, exclamation damage formula will also help you explain why warfare is so important on Necromancer, if you do that command in chat. Why are you running? It's an exclamation damage formula. Unfortunately. I should add an exclamation damage command then. So elemental bonus percent, that's either warfare or one of the elemental bonuses. So that's part of why it's insane. I mean, it's basic math, but I understand why it would be a little bit difficult to understand. Basically, all you need to understand is that multiplying two numbers together is better than adding two numbers together. And with Divinity, there's multiple levels of multiplication. So, being able to distribute your points between those different tiers of multiplication is really, really powerful.
Did you hear that? Something's up ahead.
That's a lot of damage formula. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so this is a 184 armor potion because we have 5-star diner. We have 5-star, right? That's what I took? Yeah. That potion gives us almost 200 armor. Yeah, 5 + 5 + 5 versus 5 + 5 × 5. Those two numbers are notably different. We need like earth essence and stuff like that.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is
Water
manipulating
essence,
a glove-like
nice.
contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
And what's your...
Okay, this is a 100% dodge potion. Wow, would you look at that? You ain't got time for that? Well, we kind of have to do it on this run.
I spotted something.
gosh, hit him. Because his line of sight blocks me from stealing Gowan when he gets over here. Who's the real undead? That's right. Oh, look at that. Water essence from Pain. My man. So I think we know what we're asking what's his face to get us every level is water
You
essence.
hear a the child quiets and see the she nestles.
Your favorite NPC? Fortnite Battle Royale. Oh my god. Easy peasy. Water essence plus bottle equals that 50% dodge potion, which for us equals 100% dodge. So, I think I just kind of did Rooster, but basically it's to maximize our damage output via bouncing shield, tentacle lash, and reactive armor. But Act 1 is basically just going to be surviving as long as possible, because we don't really have any main skills. So I actually helped playtest a mod. It's called the Real Time Arena, where this guy, so what he did is he removed the turn-based combat from the game. So what you do is you run around in real time casting skills to shoot each other. And like all the animations are sped up and stuff like that, so you can actually do it in real time. It's pretty great. It's actually on the workshop if you guys want to mess with it. If you have friends to play with. There is a battle royale. I mean, it's pretty fun, I'll be honest with you. I have a private clip on my YouTube I can show you guys sometime. It's not public because it's like a beta test, but... Link it? Oh boy. Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's not quite new. Where's my lot of damage? Not here, clearly. Feels swift, man. It's going pretty well, Onion. I'm in a better mood than yesterday, which is good. How are you? Nice. Got a scroll. Get some coffee. Oh my gosh. Dude, insane.
Something.
9 versus 8. Wow, 5 small magic armor potions. Good stuff. Dream of a friend until the end, and now it's 4 AM. Oh my gosh, yes, go sleep, dude. Get that rest. stop by and spam. I mean, dude, spam that emote all day. It finally got activated, so. And vote, of course. Don't have any new polls up, unfortunately. You picked fun?
Honest. No, I'll protect you.
No, Coral. Go.
Absolute mad lad picks fun.
Honest, I can.
What are you, crazy?
Quiet, child. Run. Now.
The chicken is talking.
Honest.
What?
No, I'll protect
Excuse
you.
me? Game? She's supposed to be
Coral.
chicken.
Go.
But honest, I can.
Quiet, child. Run. Now.
Delirious, see you later, man. Yeah, look at this game. Bro. Freaking, she's not a chicken anymore. Thanks, game. So much for my CC. Why would you be sad that I killed Queen? Who's in the way? Streaming, man. I see you, Onion. Thanks for stopping by. Bring over a crate. What's up, Oracle? Y'all have no chill. You know, honestly, I should probably get Savage Sortilege. Level 8. You actually did exhibition schedule? I gave up. What even is a schedule? You like the schedule better than the last one? Oh my gosh. Alright. Got the loot. Still not level 4, but that's okay. Getting there. Alright, I bet she reset already because we've been like this level for like an hour. Can probably kill the thugs now. Alright, if she reset, we can get a Geo ring. Should be nice.
Amidst a crowd
Sleeping
of
is for cowards.
screws,
That's
bolts,
correct.
and scraps of
I
metal,
agree.
the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption
Oh, she's
fitted
super
with
broke.
5 long metal skewers.
And what'd you
Fine.
ask?
Bleeding dwarves did me so much.
Who's a scoundrel trader?
You forget my name.
Breaks every fabric of reality.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl?
One stream every 9 months? I mean, yeah, I was gone that long.
They got for sale round here.
So much.
Why don't you take a...
I wish I could find a piece of gear with a constitution on it. That would be nice. That way I can equip the war shield.
She's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Better reason to puke yourself to death than get.
Did you say?
Sweating exploded in the entrance, and now you can only see your intestines. Oh my gosh. Oh great, Gowan joined the fight. That was not intentional, but I think we'll be okay, right? Right? Tell me it'll be fine. Wait, did he? Yeah, the dwarf used encourage. What the heck? Oh dear God. Freaking idiots. What a shame. Well, I guess it won't let me kill these guys. That's fine. Heal this guy now. He might have a piece of gear with a constitution. Because he's on drugs. And any glasses? My gosh. Yikes. Every third stream? Oh boy. We've only like lost like one run so far.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption.
Oh boy, has retribution, guys. We win. Alright, let's go upstairs. Get the XP for that. They come at a cost.
Ought to keep well out of sight of the Magisters.
Usually, Batuhan, I usually get like 2 points in summoning. You want to get, you want to stack warfare as much as you can with your extra points. So like 2 points in summoning. I guess if you're doing Lone Wolf, you could do 5 points. Since you have so many extra points. But yeah, you need Pyro for like Corpse Explosion,
The Magisters certainly
haste,
don't
and all that
spare
good stuff.
expenses, do they?
2 Necro for the Necro spells. 2 Arrow Thurge for teleport and Canny Evasion. Huntsman is nice just for a jump and the high ground damage. Polymorph for the invisibility. Scoundrel for the adrenaline. And then you want to be using a shield for bouncing shield just because you're going to run out of spells to use. So using a shield is just nice for the extra damage. Using Shackles of Pain and drinking health potions. That's the reason we're playing Undead. So we can nuke with potions. Alright, we need how much? 1,000 XP. Alright. Where the heck are we getting that? Oh, I know where we can get that. No cheese the docks? No. Thing is, with this build, we can't like quickly kill one enemy and leave because it does like no damage.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
She's gone, Father. Gone.
Oh, another Arrow Third chest plate? That's not bad.
I don't think I
Looky, looky here, mates. Why don't chuff?
You glance round.
Now,
Ralph.
go.
Paladin Dork. Yeah, much better start. Because I'm actually, like, not pissed off. Alright, killing some civilians should do the trick. For 250 XP.
Thousand bottles of dust. Leave it. 50 bottles of tears. I won't say it again. Make the
Come on,
hinges
chap.
rust.
Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy.
Assuming she gives XP? I was pissed off because we lost the listed run. They die and then they come back as sworn in Act 3. Can't remember if Septa gives XP. Perfect. Alright, Geo Ring would be very, very nice right now. Please, Nabora. Bless me with RNG.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps
And
of
if you
metal,
don't bless me with the RNG, we'll
woman
just
is
roll the RNG again.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal.
What cheap tactics? Yes, sir. We're gonna do it. That's how we do it around here.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is
Rolling the RNG again is
manipulating
just being blessed with RNG many times.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal,
Hey, look,
the woman
first try.
is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as...
What job?
Yeah, right, RNG. Do I need more memory? So, pump Heart of Steel. Honestly, probably Whirlwind. Yeah, we need it for Uncanny Evasion as well.
Griffin's
A
lads
healer's walk is never done. Unless everyone's dead, of course.
Oh, Winna, what's up, man? Oh, you you were watching that a few days ago? Dude, why does everybody see that? That's like my oldest run.
Pinky.
I mean, it's cool. Like, everyone's seen that one, specifically. I think I've already stolen from him, right? When you need a laugh. Ooh, true. Yeah, it's crazy. If I look at my analytics, like, I don't know why, like, January 1st or 2nd, my views went from like 0 to 100 in no time on my entire channel, and especially that that series. It's very interesting. Yeah, so I really don't know what happened, like, early January that would make it spike like that, but it did, so it's fine with me. How'd your pyro? No. Game is hard. Yeah. Well, when since you're new to the game, after this run we're doing right now, we're gonna be doing a guided run. It won't be a guide on like how to do like the quest pathing and stuff like that, because there's guides for that. But it'll be more about like a deep dive of game mechanics and that kind of thing, and how, like, I guess, like theory crafting builds and stuff like that. That way, you're more knowledgeable about how to gear your characters, how to skill your characters, just generally how to build your characters. So it should be useful. How's your own? It's on honor mode. Let's craft these real quick. Tactician speedrun win. As recommended, as recent and similar build. When he put his arrow guide out, and then they watch my channel, my run, they're like, "Oh yeah, arrow's bad," and they're like, "Never mind, Fexture Line." Crap it, press paper. Yeah, it does. Might as well go ahead and do it. We don't even have fire, do we? Yeah, we don't. Yeah, speedruns play on the lowest difficulty, which is totally understandable. I think it makes sense. So here's just something that I think is unfortunate about this game and the game's community, is that generally of any game I've played, and part of this is just because this is a co-op, like, casual RPG, which is totally fine. Like, it's totally fine. There's no problem with that. It's just that the game's player base is incredibly unknowledgeable about how it works, and that includes Fexture Life. Yeah, that's Ink has it right there. So that's the problem with Fexture Life. Is just they're there to make guides in large quantities for views, and I get that, and I totally understand that. But the problem is they don't really play the game enough to really understand how it works. So when they make guides, they make pretty bad recommendations most times. I don't know why, but I can't just keep playing the same run whenever I quit and come back, feel bored and restart. Oof. Kind of sad. I mean, that's a long game. It's understandable. I mean, they did a video like when Definitive Edition was coming out. They did a video over all the changes, and then they made some comments about them, and I'm like, that's the wrong conclusion to draw about the balance changes in Definitive Edition. But I don't know. And then whenever you pull up the stream, and you watch them play them, you're like, what are you doing? I don't know. It's just I just don't think their guides are very useful, and that just goes for most guides. Because Senti is like the only person I'd recommend on YouTube for guides because he's one of the few players that understands the game mechanics. Yeah, there's an uninformed majority and an informed elite. Yeah. Yeah, it's just how it is. Because, I mean, if you go play a competitive game, that's not how it is. You have a very, very informed player base, but this player base is not very informed. And part of that is because the resources for this game are so few. Like, the wiki is so useless. Alright, it's time for the Crocs. Let's get, And to be fair, that's one thing to appreciate Fetch Your Life for.
You there. In that, I have a way. Are you interested? There's not to get that.
With Fetch Your Life is that they've made the wiki. So yeah, the wiki's kind of like sparse, but at least it's a wiki, right? It's like the only resource there. It's good enough. Yeah, they at least have crafting recipes, that's true. Yeah, so I totally understand. This game is very popular, actually. Considering the type of game it is very popular. Your brain is your wiki. Well, let's go get the Viper's Tongue. It's like 2017, right? Does Irodomine have DOS 2 crafting? Yeah, I wish there were more good co-op games like this. And here's the unfortunate part about this game is because of how it's balanced, this game becomes very unfun in a multiplayer when you're playing with skilled players. It just becomes who has the most initiative. But I would very much like to do some co-op runs with some other people at some point for challenge runs, like maybe like a multiplayer challenge run. Maybe see if Noonsay is interested in something like that. Balance, I know, right? Excluding the gift bags? Nice. We save this chest piece. We can just keep saving gear because we don't really have a downside for how much we're carrying. Okay, so now we can go do the Crocs. Too hard for them while you keep cruising? Yeah. That's the problem. If you play with one experienced player, everyone else has a bad time. There is a randomizer actually in the gift bag. What's up, OMFG? How's it going? I like it down, Mr. President, right? It's like 3 players have to protect 1 player. pretty good. I'm also tired. I stayed up to 2 a.m. last night being angry about the last run we played. But, you know, other than that, pretty good. Because I was enjoying the lizard run and we lost. I mean, it's actually going better today because we're actually thinking through things instead of just being mad. So yeah, pretty good. How many hours is too many? The amount of hours I have. That's too many. Because of lack of spells. Dual wands and then rage. Now that's a meme. Their first show, yeah, they're stat sticks. I don't think I should waste that potion. I should just drink a small one. It died of magic damage, apparently. A small magic armor potion, do we level them all up? Yeah, we leveled them all up. How unfortunate. Yeah, using elemental affinity and spells is more efficient than wands, even if wands did more damage. Yeah, the multiplier on wands is like I think the same as daggers, and they don't backstab, and they do magic damage. So they're even worse than rogues. Sure, they get high ground, but it's like whatever. lot of physical damage. I mean, they don't need a babysitter mage. They do big damage. Just knocked it down, I guess. Didn't bounce, really? Shame. Okay. Let's get return. Thank you very much. Return. It only took several potions, but we're done. We did it. Oh, would you look at that? Another water essence.
I've spotted something.
Yeah, Hydro is super trash. Alright, time for Houndsmaster. Actually, we can fight these guys real quick. Water focused short party. Sad. Your mom's a hydrosophist. Meta elitist. There is another option besides being a meta elitist. I didn't know that. Oh, glass cannon for this run. Funny joke. Ding ding, round one. that's the reason I delay my turn is because I keep that uncanny evasion for another full round, basically. Dear God. Dog breaks my armor in one turn. Yeah, surface damage does. Uses slamming Deliva skin. Oh my gosh. I mean, superconductor doesn't damage yourself, so you're good there. And you can just stack resist with runes if you want to. And not running a meme build. Yeah, I mean, decay healing actually does work, so it's just unreliable in a lot of fights. Vote for it in the polls. Yes. No. Well, here's the meme, Reinhard. You can crit a heal if it does damage, but if it heals, it can't crit. Isn't that sad? Doesn't that make a whole lot of sense? Crit with food, yep. Armor is where it's at. Living armor talent. I mean, we're gonna get Sworn, so we're gonna have extra talent points, so we might just take that anyway. 15. So much for dodging. Oh, they have chicken claw, don't they? I can't delay my turn. I think he has chicken claw. That's dangerous. Alright, where is he? He's right there. There he is. Nice. Watch a battering ram miss everything. Oh, hit him, nice. Alright, shall we get a double turn with Play Dead? Literally time warp. It's literally time warp. It's actually better than time warp because it doesn't cost any AP. That's the meme about it. When using Play Dead, but you don't know until you try and get up. Oh my gosh. It scales off the armor on your shield, and because it does physical damage, it scales off warfare. It also gets high ground bonuses for Huntsman, and it also gets crit bonuses if you have Savage Sortilege, which we will be getting soon. Hopefully sooner than later. The question is, why is it even a talent? That's my question. Yeah, higher armor on the shield itself is useful. Warfare, crits, and high ground.
I like what you've done with this place.
All those are very useful. Critically drink beer? I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's only shield armor.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
And what you after?
Nice helmet. Yeah. Here's the meme. I want you guys to guess. What's the only class that got a massive power spike in Definitive Edition? Give me a wild guess, guys. What's the only class that got a massive damage spike in Definitive Edition? No. Wrong. Eye Gazer. You won. You got it. It is Necro. It is Necro. Necro got stronger. I'm not joking. And if you would like me to demonstrate, I can demonstrate to you why Necro got better in Definitive Edition. Probably do the frogs, actually. Let's do the frogs, not Migo. And it's not even the cooldown. Yeah, you know what? I will take any excuse to open my Necro save. Now, I want you guys to remember, actually guess, which skill did not scale with Warfare in Classic Edition, but they changed it to where it does scale with Warfare in Definitive Edition. I want you guys to guess. Alright, spoiler warning. Not Bloodstorm. No, Bloodstorm actually got cut in half. Not Living on the Edge, no. Not Grasp of the Starved, no. Grasp of the Starved did scale with Warfare. Nope. It's not a Necro skill. It's not a Necro skill at all. What spell now scales with Warfare in Definitive Edition that is not a Necro spell? Nope. That's a Necro spell. Mike, with the win. Teleport. Now that sounds like not a big deal. Oh, I think we have that scaling mod still installed. Oh yeah, we have a scaling mod installed, so the boss will be a level higher. Which is fine, actually, for this demonstration. Yeah, level 21. So in Classic Edition, it did not scale at all. So just FYI, when you see the damage numbers I'm doing, I want you to keep in mind that these enemies are a level higher than they should be because of the mod I'm using. Sucker Punch. Oh my gosh. Don't tell your mom. Don't you wish it was Sucker Punch? Time?
God,
nice.
I am
Respect.
Lucian.
Yes.
Dallas. A sky.
I am
Aren't they?
that the
We have.
disa.
That is. We only lack.
Then let show
Ceiling though if feigned, and you don't.
but
Your.
Okay, so here's something as well. So, Blood Rain. Raining Blood. In Classic Edition, it spread way less than it does in Definitive Edition. So yes, they nerfed the range Grasp of the Starved has. Like Grasp of the Starved, you see how small it is? In Classic Edition, it was big enough to hit every single enemy in this fight. That's the difference in the range that they nerfed, right? That is literally irrelevant, because actually Grasp got stronger, because Raining Blood, it spreads further when you cast it. So effectively, the range of Grasp of the Starved actually was increased. Now, they also reduced the damage that Grasp of the Starved does. Get this, from 300% multiplier to 250% multiplier. Now, so instead of one-shotting the enemies in Classic Edition, you go to now one-shotting the enemies in the Definitive Edition. Wow. What a nerf. Amazing. So, yeah, basically. Man, he just put on his glasses. So, check this. Oops. What was that? Oops. 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 Oopsie. I think I made an accident. I'm sorry, guys. Oops. Oops. Yikes. Oops. Oof. I thought I was playing on a. Oops. I mean, it's a little too much damage, guys. Oh wait, I forgot to do my buff that gives me more intelligence. Wow. Ooh, what a shame. What a shame there. Wow, guys. Amazing. Wow. Wow, I'm so glad they nerfed Grasp the Starve, because like, you know, it was just doing too much damage in a classic edition.
Well then.
So for reference, guys,
as they say,
that's a lot of damage. That's all you need to know. Obviously carried by mods. Oh, I need to load the save where we had enemies scaled to +7 levels. 1 second, guys. Here, we'll do that, and then we'll call the stream. I need to actually get to bed. Make up for my Pyroclastic Eruption on paper is the most OP skill in DE. In practicality for a build, it is not the most powerful. But it does the job. That's all you need to know. Was this yesterday? Second, what? Oh, 26? I think this was the, no mods. Yeah, that's no mods. The only mod is making the enemies higher level. I mean, Necromancer does technically have infinite damage with corpses. Sarah, you cannot pre-buff using conversations, right? Wrong. If you bring along a bowl of blood from Act 2, you can light it on fire to make conversation. You soft lock your game. Alright, so just so you know, the game might crash because we have this mod setting them to level 28. But we're gonna do it anyway, so don't worry about it.
God,
The game might actually crash. Let's see if it crashes again.
I am.
The game doesn't know how to deal with enemies this high level. Where is the T? So of actually crashing, I'm gonna end the stream. Amazing. So for reference, every level above you is about 20% difference in stats. They're 7 levels above me. All right, 7 levels. So 20% higher times 7 times, like 20% to the 7th power, basically, right? That's how much higher their stats are, and with a single teleport, we almost broke their armor. At least this one's armor. Stop, I beg you. Oops, we just full healed. What a shame. Please, Dallas, fix that. Thank you. Alright. I think I like use all the teleport scrolls on this run. Let's see, where's my where's the bag? Dang it, I need an opportunity attack, please. Oh well, it's too late anyway. What's this? 40 screenshot scrolls? Oops. Oh, what's this? Oh, 2 AP Bloodstorm? Okay. Nice. He's gonna. I mean, the Death Wish. It's multiplicative with spells, additive with weapons. Unfortunately. Oh, we're level 22 now? Amazing.
Are you feeling poorly, Dallas?
No.
Good. I call on the God King.
Aw, what a shame.
Come.
How? What?
You can make a wiki of the things that should be on the wiki.
You left the... Kill him.
Wow, what a shame. Oh, look at this. 20 warfare.
Do shut up, you teed. I am... This is not too late, you moldering blight.
That's a lot of damage!
Lulu Tutor, thank you. Good follow, I appreciate it. So I think I die here because they're level 28. Did we just level up again? Oh no, he leveled up. Oh, he leveled down? What? Why did he level down? He's now level 20. Game?
The God King hears me. Come to your father.
Interesting. This is a level 28 Kraken. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a lot of health. Nice. Alright, we'll see if we die. It'd be nice if we didn't die, but you know. I mean, we did... Well, how much health did Brackus have? 90,000 health? We accidentally triggered it with Bloodstorm. More balanced gameplay experience. We do enough damage to one-shot him. Okay, if I get a turn, all is well. Assuming I don't get freaking debuffed by Salaman. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Whew. Alright. Fair and balanced gameplay, level 28 Kraken. Oh yeah, when we get these potions late game, we can get 22 intelligence and wits. Oh, that's nice. Not bad at all. Okay. Too bad you can't do this as well. Kill him with infect. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Oof. Big sad. When you have skin grasp rolls, you have infinite damage. I only had 10 stacks of adrenaline since I got bored. Not broken. Nah, it's valid. Feels manny, man. Oh my gosh. See, I have to do this because I don't have Grasp of the Stars on him. It's a shame. Yeah, Skin Graft and Baldur's Gate 3. $10. $10 there's Skin Graft or something like that in Baldur's Gate. Okay, I'm gonna infect him and he'll have way less health now. Yeah, he just lost 20,000 health. Not broken at all. I know, right? That dot is really gonna help you guys. See how much bleed damage it does. Oh baby, triple digits. Watch a little elf girl. Brought you to death with spells. Oh man. Yeah, let's just cast this over here, because I think I still have to kill them anyway, right? I think I do. Wouldn't it be nice if it stacked? That'd be beyond busted. Even with just double dinner. Why is it destroyed a ship? Plot hole? I mean, maybe Dallas didn't know that happened. Hey, leveled up. Level 23. Nice. What do you take? Does living armor go over the cap of your regular armor? If I do this, oh hello Bacchus. Don't mind me. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't go over the cap. That's a shame. Well,
I have
game's so hard.
The future of all that is rests on your shoulders.
Lucian only had 120,000 health. Yikes. Not enough. Not enough for the Necromancer. Oh boy. Is this better than 28 stacks of supercharger? I think it took less turn to end in that fight than it did with the killing with the supercharger. Is it really enough for anything? Yeah. It's just the most effective. How did the tank run go? I mean, it's going pretty well, actually. To be honest with you. It's still trash, but we're playing correctly to make it doable. Any of the spells I just cast as that Necromancer. Yeah, Corpse Explosion, Bloodstorm, Grasp the Starved, Infect is good, Mosquito Swarm is good. Any Warfare skill, like of the normal 4, are good as well. Ballistic Shot is insane as well on a Ranger. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a physical run and a mixed comp then for the guide run. I think the question is which one do you guys would like to see more? Because the mixed run will be more useful generally to everyone. Yeah, reactive armor. Here's the thing. Reactive armor is trash in any normal run. We're going to push it super hard to make it work on this run. But reactive armor is kind of... Yeah, I mean, we'll do both. We'll do a full physical run, and then we'll do a full, and then a hybrid run for the guide. It just depends on which one you guys would like to see first. So we'll get more use out of the mixed run, because people will probably want to know how to make magic builds. What did I get rid of? This. Yeah, they nerfed it. They nerfed it in Classic.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Yeah, they did. Full K. Was that like 3 hits? Eating with your cereal. Oh, he's suspecting his friends? That's so messed up, dude. Please reload if you do. Don't be a complete jerk. I'm not sure if it'll chain to an undead. It'll definitely damage them if you target them, but I don't know if it'll chain to an undead naturally. running friendships with this game. Ruining friendships. What the heck? Fewest skills possible. I mean, we could do a run with like a skill limit, but then we're basically just playing a melee character, like Rogue or something. We used it on the final boss and one-shot the final boss with it.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
Keep a ranged attack. Those are semi-useful.
And what you after?
Yo, why'd they leave? I haven't done anything that should make them leave yet. How unfortunate. Okay, that's a little bit of lost XP. You didn't see this coming. Oh man.
How many of them did you let go?
You all ready for this fight to be a joke this time?
Speak. That's why you're here, isn't it? It isn't right. All right, though. Isn't right to save the
It depends on what area you go to. You can end up missing it.
gods know how to blood. This is our only hope against the poison. Out this treachery.
It went on cooldown but didn't trigger. Okay, that's annoying. I know, right? I mean, I can't move, but that's fine. It's basically irrelevant. This is a tank, yeah. Finally. Conversation, but it's already going for another character. It will skip all the AI's actions. I don't recall that being a bug, unfortunately. The thing is, you see how they still managed to do that much damage in a single round? I had like 500 armor.
How many of them did you let go? Go on, speak. That's why you're here, isn't it?
It isn't right.
All right, Elf. Isn't right to save the entire realm from divine and chaos.
Please.
Gods know how much blood you have on your hands. You can't let them go. This is our only hope against the Void Woken. I ought to feed you to my hounds for this treachery.
The quad knockdown. So OP. Do it again. Five that time. Oh yeah. So strong. I love this build. Can't you tell? I mean, suffering's at 0%. We managed not to die. I mean, from a massive amount of suffering today. Still pretty bad, but you know.
That's a lot of damage.
That is not a lot of damage, but either way, a winner. Thank you for the follow. Alright, alright. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Missed that executioner proc. Another dodge, really? Suck. Miscalculation. I should have used Tentacle Ash instead of Bouncing Shield. Did she actually do that? I didn't even notice. She healed herself instead of healing the other one. That's hilarious. That's so selfish. What the heck? Dang it. Yeah, the smoke is annoying. Alright, we can do the dogs, and then we can leave the fort. The chest? Oh, I mean, it's really worth walking over here. That's the real question. Yikes, only having 16 points in strength on a one-handed build. It's pretty sad. Dallas? Yeah, we can do Dallas soon. You need to do her before we leave as well. Okay, here's the thing I'm thinking of. For reactive armor, technically Geomancer is multiplicative with Warfare, because Geomancer affects the amount of armor we get from armor buffing skills, and then Warfare affects the damage that reactive armor does. So technically that's 2 tiers of multiplication if we stack Geo and Warfare.
Holy hellhounds. Those dogs sound
So it
out
could
for
be a
blood.
consideration to stack Geomancer instead of Scoundrel. I'm not sure. Something to consider.
The hound.
Probably not worth it, but something to play with at least. Math. We have Executioner and 5-star Diner. Don't min-max your D&D. You're watching the wrong streamer. Sorry to say. Doubles the effect of potions. That's how we got 500 armor from a single 1 AP potion. Other than the fact that that potion was overleveled. Yeah, 'cause these 2 dogs have a lot of armor. Chat is great in a lot of memes. I have like never crafted food in this game. Yeah, healing after battle, but yeah, Bedroll does take care of it. He might hit us because we're not dodging enough. Guess not. There we go. The bull rush? You talking about that? Yeah, especially, so it has like a 70% multiplier, so it does less than a normal attack. But because you do multi-hits with it, it makes up for that. And then also when their armor is broken and they're bleeding, that bleeding helps make up for the multiplier loss. So, it's pretty good. Especially good on any melee character. Yeah. Keeps all the idiots that use battering ram as a movement skill from using that and using bull rush instead. What to do? Like 500 XP for that fight? Wow, would you look at that? Another 400 armor potion. Yes, it is. For the memory.
The dog's tail.
Yeah, they made uniques required to be used. It's kind of annoying that way. Noble, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have the answer to that question because I usually just skip the shrines. I actually don't have the answer to that question. I know you do get some XP by visiting them, but I just don't usually feel like it's worth my time, especially in these solo runs. Like, it won't be the difference between me hitting like level 19 and level 20. So. Yeah, gear is not as quite as powerful. And I think the randomization's okay because more niche builds are more viable, but it doesn't mean for like normal builds it's less likely that you'll find a perfect piece of gear. Alright, we'll be taking one of you with us. Thank you very much.
The great Brachus, the old king.
Yeah.
Need I repeat myself?
Because they want to make hybrid builds viable, and they forget that they're not viable.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
Okay, I need to put it over there without killing.
To the order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Tusa, please.
Your god.
They don't see me casually put a Deathfog barrel there.
We already know
Is that
the
Deathfog?
truth, Magister.
Yes.
Now speak.
That would be correct. Cheater, what? I'm playing an undead. Come on, it fits the theme. All right. I will apply suffering to them. Strength and finesse are the most suitably compatible stats. Yeah, like strength and finesse, strength or finesse plus intelligence like makes some sense. At least.
We
Goodbye.
already did. This does not end
I love how
here.
it still didn't hit him.
Not at all.
Lame.
And you. I'll see you soon. Very.
Yeah, we walked through the wall. So yes, technically, that's a cheat. I don't know, like 13 or 14? Well played. Well played. What a joke. Memory, maybe? I think we get XP outside of combat because it's my death fog. Where's this magister going? Hey look, my cat survived. Yay! Happy day. Actually makes me really happy. My cat survived. Goodbye. Alright, cat, I must get you to a safe place. I can't believe the cat is actually useful in this game. Literally for setting up Death Wish on solo.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
She's gone, Father. Gone.
Yeah. The thing is, because they did that, that makes certain classes better on Lone Wolf than others. Like Rogue, for example, is completely trash on Lone Wolf. Like it's barely any stronger than a regular Rogue. Because like Rogue has like no points to put, so, like Warfare, Scoundrel, and dual wielding, and that's it. You capped out your damage with a Rogue. That's it. You're done. I can't get him to come out with me, can I? Yes, I can there. I mean, you cap wits with a mage. So. So intelligence and wits. And at least on a mage, you have multiple elements to go with. Yeah, so there's plenty of stats for mages. It's like some like rogues suffer a lot. You're just always playing. Why would you want to play a mage that goes last?
The hooded man exudes a restrained menace that near matches your own. As he raises his head, the hood falls back, revealing the gleaming bone visage of an undead.
Ah, though I see you
He laughs.
around, and maybe I can help.
At level 20? Oh my god. I mean, I guess if you want to give them the turn to have a little bit of fun, that makes sense. Oops. Ethan been dead? Hey, come over here. This is where all the fun's at, guys. Yeah. Fight me. I'm undead and my character's pathing around the death fog. Dumb. You won't. Well, they just tried and they died.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman
Oh,
is
that's a good question.
manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with
Did I not see it, or did I just miss it?
She does.
Bro, what is this freaking amulet that we just got? Warfare and Constitution? That's perfect. Oh, there it is.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't mean so much.
Now come to think about it, I don't think I have yet. Like, what do you mean, like mash F1, like to select your character, or just like press 1 to select your skill? XP cheese? Yeah, like killing all the... Have Luna go kill everyone? Yeah. We always do that.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after.
Can we get on with this already?
Alright, let's get our collar off. And then we do need to actually call it a day. Soundtrack in the game, like favorite song, would be Sins and Gods, the final boss fight song. Either that or the bonus track on the soundtrack.
You come to fight. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight.
They usually have like nothing in them, so not really. Tank? Yeah, it did get ripped.
Well, that was easy.
We'll come back to it later.
You may get a warrior.
Alright, getting a flame rune would actually be very useful. Because it'll give us extra crit. Because we have a rune slot on this.
It's you. She manipulates.
It's level 8 too, so it gives a butt ton of armor. That's nice. $81 magic armor. Alright then. Alright, do we, let's see. Does she have anything new since we're level 5?
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl?
Try to get adrenaline
Who
soon.
could blame you
That'll
with
be
the
useful.
garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gap?
Oh, hello.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't
Dog,
eat so
what do you
much.
want? Yeah, we'll fight Griff. Not today, though. We're about to call it. Call the stream. You know, sleep and all that.
Ain't fit for beasts. Worse than war rations, these.
Callius might have something. And then we're gonna check him and go to sleep. It's really late here. Yeah, basically. Well, and Geo, because we're gonna be using reactive armor a lot. But we have to wait till level 9 to do that.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Ever so slightly higher damage. Because we lose warfare and strength. We don't have any runes yet. Anything else?
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Strength potion? 2 strength? Yeah, so there is some merit to doing a dagger shield early. Because daggers don't do too much less damage than swords do in Act 1. Just because the numbers are so small.
The frogs are gone.
Nice. XP there. Alright, y'all. I gotta call it here. Thanks for hanging out. I think this was much better than yesterday. Basically just got as far as we were yesterday, but that was much more enjoyable than last time. And we did much better than last time as well. So, good game, everyone. And we'll see you next time. Leave a follow if you want to see some more.